That's the beautiful sunset in East Africa, coming live from the village. It's actually 1819. If you're new here, my name is Mara. Welcome and welcome to this YouTube channel. Subscribe to this YouTube channel of I am Mara, the village boy from Africa, and I'm here to inspire you today to show you where we are, the progress of the house. You guys have seen this house come from like 0,0,0,0,0. Man, that sun is beautiful, man. And I'm standing by my balcony. So this is the balcony of the house. Let's say you're a visitor coming to visit me here. This is where you'll be putting your chair and just watching or looking at the sunset.
All I need is you, baby, baby.
Anyway guys, I'm saying today I'm going to be showing you where we are. I know maybe most of you are new here or not really that much new here. You can check the series of these videos or the series of my house, this villa or contemporary house we're building here from the start. Actually, I am super grateful to all my masons, it's just amazing, man. My fans, you too, every day watching my videos. So let me show you where we are, okay? So this is where we are as we speak right now. I wanna step here, but kind of risky today. Yes, these are the pillars. We fixed them today. See, we fixed them today, and there are 28 of them here. Okay, 28 of them, and today we finished the pillars. Pillars are this stuff here. So from here, you can tell the other house, the other side of the house looks complete. All we need to do is give this some 2 days, then remove them, okay? And the fact is, actually, the foundation was the hardest part of this house. Really, really the hardest part of this house. Because, you know, the foundation is like you don't have a plan. Yeah, you may say, I have 6 trucks of stones and all of them will be gone. And they're told, no, we need 4 more or we need 5 more. So the hardest part of building this house, I'll say, was the foundation. But anyway, this is where we are today. The house is going up. And guys, please bear with me because next month we shall start traveling, and that's really major for me because I know most of you really subscribe to this YouTube channel because of the travel videos. And as already promised in my live stream, which happened 2 days ago, is we shall be traveling from next month. Let me take you a tour of this house, okay? So from this side of the house, this is the last pillar, okay? You can tell we already have this, we call them T's because it has the T, capital T. We are putting these T's because we need to put some setting of the house. So we shall have something like, let me take you somewhere there so you can see the process we're gonna be doing from next week, okay? This is week 1 of phase 2 of the construction. I call this phase 2 because phase 1 was the one which we put this slab, okay? But this other one we're putting here is phase 2, which we call it in Swahili, Lala Salama. Lala Salama means the end of the end. Like, let's say you're playing football, okay? You're playing football. Let's say Manchester versus maybe Arsenal, okay? And the second half, in Swahili, we call it Lala Salama. Like, that's the part you need to really, really, really push yourself so hard. That's where we are in this house, Lala Salama part. Okay, so technically, from next week, we shall start doing this, okay? So we shall start setting the house, like what they have just done here. This is an example of how this house is supposed to be. Okay, so they will join this, join to that, join to the other one, and form something like this, and that we call it, I forgot the name, but that's where it's setting, actually. It's called setting of the house, because the beams, or the way you want to call them, the beams or the renters will be running on top of this. When I talk about a beam, I mean something like that, this stuff right there, okay? Or I could actually easily show you what I mean, the beam. So you see, this is called a beam. This is a slab beam. Actually, I'm not a good guy in terms of construction, but I've learned a few words, okay? So this is called a beam. This runs and the slab sits on the beam. So this beam down here, they have to set something like this. That's what they're doing right now, okay? So they're setting it in that when they put the huge metals here, which we are preparing out there, which I'll be taking you to see, it will be sleeping on that setting which they're creating. That's how the house looks like. And also from the drone footage, guys, you can tell it's really amazing. Like, man, I'm seeing this dream unfold. Look where we got this house from. Yeah, so yeah, that's David Jr. Yeah, look at his legs. Yeah, it's serious business here. It's really amazing. And we're doing a lot of work today because we want to empty these tunnels with water, you know. Yo, we're building the nation here in Africa, man. Please give the video a like, subscribe to your boy Marwa. Deep, like water, like crazy, man. Like, look at the water. We got this house. It's like it's like we built a house on top of a swimming pool, man. Look at this. Look at this soil, okay? But we totally managed to build the house. It's by God's grace. Now we're bringing sand already, not sand, ballast. And also we already have sand here, as you can tell. So this ballast here plus this sand, we shall have the machine in the middle here. So today we are mixing. All we need is just water and cement. That's all is left. The sun is going down. Very, very beautiful. Super beautiful. And also I want to show you this side. This sand I was already showed you. We harvested it from the small river down there. You can tell. You see lots of sand. So, you know, Africa, we always have a lot of resources. We just need to put our resources together and actually come up with something like this, as you see it from here. And the metals here already, the masons are preparing them. You can tell. So this type of metal here, okay, this one here, we call it D20. That D20 will be for the beams. This is an example of a beam, that strong stuff running right there. Or even sometimes this D16, actually it's not D20, D16 is also used to erect the pillars, okay? These pillars, like the one we just completed today. And apart from that, yeah, so today the masons were preparing these metals. You can tell, metal bars. Yes, actually in different countries they have different names. Yeah, here we call them chuma in Swahili, okay? The sun is going down, very beautiful. I love that because every day I'm insisting telling you the sun is going down, because this will be my homestead. This will be the place where if everything capsizes, this is where I come and settle down, you know. This is where I will sit and just relax. We still have more metals here, you can tell. My masons will be aligning them tomorrow, or making them straight like the way you see like these ones running. And this is where we are. From down here you can tell the house is as tall as that. So technically we've finished the house. Yeah, technically, you know, technically. So because what's really left is to roof the house, and that's what we are doing right now. So we have to erect the new pillars you're seeing, like the ones you see there, and we put a slab on top of the house. My house will not have iron sheets or anything, or like ceiling boards, or it shouldn't have those stuff, but it will have concrete on top as the how can I say, not the shade, as the roof. Yes, as the roof of the house. So that's where we are. Look at that. So right now we are at the roof. After erecting these pillars, all we need to do is to put the roof on top of the house, and the roof will be these metal bars plus this ballast here, plus the sand, plus the bags of cement as we mix them and create the roof. It's actually amazing, and for me it's a humble experience in my life actually to be like the guy doing this mega project. Actually every single day I get, let's say, tens of people come here just to ask me, hey man, I hear you're building a house here. Oh man, like first they don't actually believe like I'm building a house. I love the skies, man. It's really beautiful right there. And here I have my birds making some noise. Really amazing, you know. Now we have even birds walking around, you see? Yeah, those are my birds, and very soon I'm going to be bringing other type of birds here. I'll be showing you as a big surprise because they are kind of wild birds, but you can actually tame them. So this is where we are, guys. And I love to show you this process so that those guys who have never built a house can actually even have an idea how to build a house. But for me, what I've learned is the most expensive stuff when building a house is this stuff here. Metal bars and ballast. Yes, those are the most expensive stuff when constructing a house, especially here in Kenya. Yes, maybe in your country it could be something else, but apart from land, you know, also purchasing land. But actually land is not as expensive. Trust me, like the price of this metal here or these metal bars here is more expensive than even close to half of the piece of my land here. This is called D20. Okay, that is called D20. It's actually one of the thickest metals we are using here in our site. So many construction sites think this could be the best metal for them, like it's the heavy or thick metal. But actually this one here, we call it D20, is really thick. So this D20 will be the metals running across the longest lengths of the house. Because of that, we don't the beams, you now know the beams, or if you've not seen what a beam looks like, I'll show you right now. We don't want the beams to sag, you know, because of the length. You know, if the length is too long, like what you're seeing here, if we put metals which are not strong, the beams will sag. Yes, like what you see right there. This is the beams. Yeah, we've actually done a lot, and we're ready for this phase 2, which is kind of the final step. As I already told you, technically the house is kind of finished. Now you can tell from this side we shall have like a very hollow space, which we shall have to put like the roof on top there. So we shall have like a free space from here up there. That's how the house is. From this side you can tell where we are. It's coming clear. Another thing that I've learned actually during construction is it's actually really cheap if you as the owner of the house is always on the site. People kind of take you more serious, and people don't lag. Yes, the goats wants to drink some water. Yeah. That's my dad with some water. You can say hello.
Hello, hi.
Yes. Yeah. That's my dad with some goats. Yes. So one thing I've learned again is when you're at the construction site, as the owner, for example, you save a lot of money because you're able to detect some stuff that maybe you have too many workers, or maybe where the work is, let's say the next step of the work does not really need a lot of people. So you'll have to reduce the number of labor or laborers, okay? Or let's say, for example, these metals here, if I bought them in my village here, they would have costed me over $10,000. But I bought them in the industry where they are really manufactured, it costed me like $8,500, okay? So that's actually cheaper than me buying these metals. Let's say I was far away from here, I would just be sending money home and saying, hey, please buy the metals, please do this. And also, you know, you'll have In other words, if you're staying in the site, it's really cheap because you see floors that you close them. You see some gaps and you close them, okay? So that being said, this is where we are right now. And also I've learned something here about construction. Actually the hardest part of construction is always the foundation. Like when budgeting about the foundation, don't actually have a budget. Yes, I feel like after the foundation you can easily tell the cost of the other parts, because now you already know. Now we can calculate the number of metals we need to have the upper floor covered. You see, we can also even calculate the number of trucks of maybe sand or ballast that we really need. Yes, actually I've learned a lot from this. Nowadays, if you ask me about construction in Africa, I think I'll be easy and quick to explain a lot of stuff. For example, building in the villages has two advantages. And also building in big cities has another advantage. For example, building in big cities, you get things like metals at a cheaper price. But finding sand is really expensive. But in the cities, finding like cement is really cheap because the industries are based in the big cities. But in the villages, finding that cement is really expensive because they have to transport it from maybe the big cities to the small villages in Africa. But at the same time, in the villages, you can buy land cheap. For example, this piece of land here, you can actually buy it even from $5,000, you see. But in big cities, it's gonna be 50,000 US dollars, you see, like 10 times. So those are like the advantages. Or for example, if we need these posts here, in the villages here, you get one post, like one long tree, okay, for let's say $1.50. But in big cities, you may even have it for $5. That is, I'm walking here. That is how it is, okay. These are not the stairs, guys. The stairs are actually right there. It's just a shortcut we use here. Okay. Yeah, so it's been amazing. Now we are putting the pillars. As I already showed you, it's the pillars. Then from there we shall be setting the house. And I already showed you an example of setting the house, how it looks like. Something like this. And yeah, it's really amazing. I feel super blessed. And also I want to give very special shout out to you guys. You always support me. Some guys send me something on my PayPal saying, Marwa, buy 1 bag of cement, buy 2, buy 10, buy 100. Actually, thank you guys. Yes, actually I really appreciate a lot. Anyway guys, this will be the end of the video. Please give it a like. It's getting dark now. You see, from Africa it's beautiful. Now it's 6:40 p.m. and I want to say, from Africa, I want to say usiku mwema. Yeah, usiku mwema is a Swahili word to mean good evening or good night. From the villages of Africa in Kenya, nos vemos a luego. Ciao, ciao.
All I need is you, baby, baby. Over.
How much do I need to party here in Jamaica? Marwa.
My name is
Okay, we are in Hawaii.
we're at
Yeah.
the Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles.
So I'm officially saying goodbye to Japan. As you see here, welcome to Japan.
Eres, Elisa?
Soy de España.
I'm heading to